Okay, welcome everyone to another awesome time here at the Fish for Life program. I'm Eric Philip, DG of the Fish for Life initiative, and you are most welcome to day 2 on week 4 of the Fish for Life program. We are right now looking at on the practical implementation side of the product creation. And today is an exciting time here. We're looking at another product you can create going forward. So I don't know, I have with me Ms. Funke, who is the National Secretary of the Fish for Life initiative. Do you want to say a word before I proceed? You can do that right now. Or she had said,
all right,
she had
thank you
already
so
greeted
much,
us.
DG.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, we've been chatting before you came in. So like I said earlier, it's time for you to learn and take action again. So like we all know, it is new every day. You don't want to miss any day, because every day you learn something new that you can actually implement. So welcome again, and congratulations for making it this far. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for that awesome delivery. Well, we also have one of our executive, seniors manager also with us on the call, Madam Shola Salako. Are you there? Do you want to say a word or two before we bring in our chief coach in the house? Go ahead, ma. The floor is
Hello,
yours.
Coach Eric. Thank you very much, everybody. We've already greeted each other while we were waiting for the class to start. We're looking forward to an exciting time again today. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, ma. And right now we'll be bringing in our chief coach, who will be taking us on the training for today as scheduled. And I want you to do well to prepare, get your papers, your notes ready for time out here with the activator himself, the wealth apostle, the chief trainer of the Fish for Life program. Let's give it up for him as we bring our daddy up on stage.
Let's go. Okay, good to see
Welcome,
every one of you in the house. Right now, I feel like, unless you guys are seeing what is going on in the background, you don't understand. Sorry, guys, that I'm laughing. My guys know why I'm laughing here. So, but I need to jar you people to what is going on. So I woke up this morning and I decided that, okay, we're going to teach this class different. What Eric had prepared, all of us had prepared. I just felt that that's really not what we want to teach today. This was like 1.5 hours ago. So I woke up and redid the whole thing by myself after about 3 hours. Then I told Funke and Eric that and Bishop that all these PowerPoint slides must be ready. That's 1 hour ago. So now I feel the way, TV producers, the way everything's going crazy in the background when they are doing, if you have been there, you actually have I'm sure Shola understands this very well. Nothing is ready, but you are going on at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. So everybody running up and down in the background, and I was just, so what? Well done, guys. You did it. I mean, I'm very, very proud of you, Eric, Funke, Bishop. I think Bishop is still lost somewhere for Bishop, but he did a yeoman's job. Every one of you, even Bayo. So, guys, just in case, caveat in advance, if our slides don't make sense, I am here. I will make it make sense. But they did an awesome job, and I've not even had time to review it, but I trust my people that they've been trained very well, and we're going to have an exciting time today. I just thought it was really, really funny. Now I'm convinced, no matter what, if they call us to Aso Rock tomorrow and say show up at 4 p.m., these boys will deliver. All right, I have to say that right now. My confidence is top notch. If we can get this done, because we got, I don't know, 100 PowerPoint slides, 4 modules, everything ready in 1 hour. So I just wanted to say that and give a quick shout out to my team. God bless you. You did an amazing, amazing job. I am very, very proud of you guys. Sometimes I try to stress you too much, but when you do a great job, even me, I have to give it to you. Because what you didn't know is I was doing the slides on my own. I want to see who will get it done first, me against all of you. And the 4 of you actually beat me. I was in the module 3, and you guys were done. It was going to be me against them. So you won on this one. 5 against 1, Nisha, but it's okay. And I'm going to use your slides just to show that I'm very, very proud of you guys for what you've done. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. You guys don't know who you are dealing with here. These Nepreneur 360 boys are dangerous, and girl, they're totally dangerous. So very, very well done, well done, well done, well done. Okay, today we are going to be teaching a second class. Before I take the center stage here, I just want to recap quickly for every one of you. Remember, we are on pillar number 4. I don't ever want you to lose sight of the program that we're in. We are now in the pillar number 4 of the 7 pillars for you to set up your sustainable online business. And of course, the fact that sometimes we look a little bit disjointed is because we are setting the program as we are going. I'm a very sincere person. I do this thing one-on-one mostly, and then I tailor the program for the person I'm speaking with. That was for my alpha students. It's the first time we are doing as a group for over 1,000 people. So it means we have to find something standard for everybody. And we've been doing a great job as far as I can see, except a little bit of a UJ that we have done, but we are moving. So today we are on pillar number 4. The whole of last week, my team mostly taught. I let them have the way, and they did a great job teaching you about different types of products you can have or you should have as a netpreneur. We're trying to build you into all-round netpreneur. So it might seem overwhelming initially, but that's your premise of this course. We don't want you to be doing shiny penny. When you are done with this class and you get your certificate, you want to know exactly what you are supposed to do for you to be rich in this game. Not, it is a crypto that is raining tomorrow. Today it is whatever. No, you have your business to run, and that's where we are going. So we are putting the pillars together for you one by one so that you understand what you are doing. It's all going to come together. By the time we are getting to week 12, I promise you that you're going to see the complete picture. I'm even going to draw it for you so you understand what we have just done. Right now, we are painting. Module 1, we painted the head. Module 2, we painted one arm of the elephant. Module 3, we painted the other one. That's how we are going. Eventually, you're going to see the big elephant itself all come together for you. In this pillar number 4, which is critical like every other pillars, imagine you are building a building, and that building, for it to stand, it needs 7 pillars to stand on. Pillar number 1, you have to have the correct mindset, or nothing you do is going to work. If your building doesn't have that, whatever you build later, whatever we teach you, is going to collapse on itself. Pillar number 2, you need to pick a profitable niche. You don't just go into business and say, I just want to do business. You have a specific type of business you want to do that has the potential to make you money. It is hard enough to make money. But if you start with if you are operating with the wrong niche, your chances of making money becomes even much more difficult. So that pillar number 2 is probably the shortest of all the pillars, but also one of the most important. You want to have the right vehicle. If you are driving the wrong vehicle, it doesn't matter. You are not going to get to your destination. So that is pillar number 2. All of us have done that. Pillar number 3 is actually, that's where we are, not pillar number 4. I'm sorry. I think we're actually in pillar number 3 now, which is product creation. In pillar number 3, you need to have your products that you are selling. All that stuff about content creation, content calendar, all of that has to do with niche number 2. Just in case you are wondering what is that, it's all part of niche number 2. What niche are you going to be operating on? How do you want to start engaging it? But we're going to expand that pillar number 2 towards the end, and you're going to see where I'm going here. I've already telegraphed it for you guys, but I'm not going to over repeat it so that you don't get confused. In pillar number 3, we are talking about products that you should have. Every business person, every business or business person, they have products they are selling. That's what makes them money. They're not just out there saying, I have a business. They have something they are selling. So we are saying, as digital netpreneurs, you also need to have products that is going to be in your arsenal, because that is your business. That is going to be your sustainable business. Even if part of it involves selling other people's business, which we are going to talk about in due course. That's in affiliate marketing. So last week, we took each stream, starting from freelancing all the way to social media print on Friday. Each of my members, they describe to you the kind of products you are supposed to have. Every one of them discuss at least 10. The idea is not for you to have all 10 immediately or now, but you're going to have a product creation calendar by the part of your assignment at the end of this week. I will want you to then plan out, I'm going to have this product in June. I'm going to have this one in July. I'm going to have this one in August. You are going to plan your 1 year product creation calendar. Because if you want to be in business for a long time, you need to have a plan to keep bringing products. If you are selling shoes, you're going to have a plan to know to go get Christmas shoes. You're going to have a plan when it comes to Easter. You're going to have plans to keep bringing new products into your market, or you're going to get stale and nobody's going to buy products from you anymore. Same way with digital business. You have to have a continuous plan to keep generating new products, because no matter how great your product is, especially if you have a community, you can't keep selling the same thing all year round. After a while, they're going to get tired. It's either those who want to buy that product have already bought it, or those who have not bought it, they don't want it. In which case, you have to rest it, come up with another product. You might still go back to that same old product after a year or two, but you need to have new products that you are introducing regularly. That is where we were last week. And I said, since we discussed 10 of them, generally, freelancers, we discussed their own, bookpreneurs, blogpreneurs, social media preneurs. The only one that was a little bit different is the affiliate marketing ones, because their own products, they created to give away for their members, which also means they also need to have plenty. They need to keep creating. So we discussed all of that. And I said this week, we are going to take 5 out of those 10 that I feel could be general to everybody. It's why I have a general class now. It's like some of you are still confused. You thought we are still doing the freelancing on Monday, bookpreneur on Tuesday. We are now doing that now. This is an all cohort training for this week. But next week, we are going to go to 1 training a week on Tuesday, because that is when we're going to be talking about building funnels. Funnel is common to everybody, so I don't need to do 5 days of different things for everybody. I'm going to do 1 training, and if I feel that we need 1 more week, in fact, we are going to use 2 weeks for funnel. It's not going to be 1 week, but it's going to be 1 training on Tuesday next week, and another one Tuesday after that to give you time to build your funnel. So please adjust your calendar accordingly. We don't meet on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from next week. But this week, we are meeting every day, Monday to Friday, to do only one thing, to teach you how to create a product a day. Yesterday, we taught you how to create audio books from your book. The training, we only stop at Google Play Store, which is where we are able to do that. We had promised, and Eric also has agreed. I know he probably is not ready now because we're all busy through yesterday. We are going to give you a comprehensive training on how to create an audio book on video using the draft to digital Google Play Store and Find a Voices combo. That's one strategy where you won't have to use your voice. You can just follow the process. Your audio book will be ready and they will be on multiple stores. But we did our best yesterday, the time we had, to at least finish the one for Google. And many of you are still struggling with understanding that. So I said, we're going to take that back a little bit. Eric will give you a cleaner one. If I see, I'm going to see it before I post it. If I still don't like it, then I'm going to get in there myself and I'm going to teach you how to use that strategy we taught you. There's a second strategy, which is you have to do the recording of your book yourself to get the audio version. I didn't go too much into details of that, but I showed you briefly. Just get a recorder and read chapter by chapter. If you don't think your voice is good enough, use your friend, use your girlfriend, use your boyfriend that has a great voice, because you don't have money to pay professionals now. They are all there. They are even on 5kjobs.ng as we speak. They're on Fiverr, who will do the voiceover for you of that book. But you don't need to do that early. And it really doesn't matter much. I'm telling you, marketing is what we count. People will buy for your voice or not your voice. I talked about that. It's a very simple thing. You get yourself to record each chapter, 1 chapter at a time. All those audio files would then become, Chidi Jerry said, with your husky voice. You never know. Maybe that's what somebody out there is looking for. Anyway, we will talk more about that. We don't have time for that. That was yesterday about how to do the audio recording yourself. but you can Google and grow. Remember what I said? We are not going to be able to teach you everything in class. If you're expecting to get 100% of everything in class, you have already lost. When you are in your university, your lecturer only teaches 1 hour. 1 hour, and it's done, maybe for the week. The rest, you have to go make it up. You have to go read your notebook. You have to read your textbook. You have to go do research. Digital business is not different. You have to get into that habit. So when I mentioned how to create audio versions of your ebook, I expect you guys by now to have gone to go research on YouTube. There are plenty free videos there. Eric, maybe you can help them with get 3 or 4 good ones. I'm talking about YouTube videos. Okay, apart from our own strategy that we are going to do, YouTube videos about how to create the audio versions of your book. Watch a few of them. That way you can lock down that skill because you're going to need it. It's one of the easiest way to money online, turning your book into audio books. Audio books are even selling more than physical books now, globally. So go get that skill. There are free videos out there on YouTube to augment the 2 hours training that we are doing. And you guys know our 2 hours training is really 1 hour because I repeat and I repeat and I repeat. So go get YouTube ones where they don't repeat, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. For those of you always getting bored with my over explanation, you're going to get a more concise one, 15 minutes. You watch it and you should be able to do this because you will create, it's one of the things you are going to be creating this week. Remember I said you are going to have, I'm going to teach you 5 different products you are going to create, and I'm going to expect you to create at least 2 of them as your assignment. Now, I'm warning you in advance now, audiobook is one of the easiest that you're going to be getting to create. So don't shoot yourself in the foot by not learning that. Do we get that? I know I've spent 20 minutes explaining yesterday, but there's a reason. If you get that, give me a 1. I don't just want to teach and run and then you don't understand what the heck is going on in your own class. All right. If you are still lost, give me a 0. I will explain one more time. If you are still lost, there's nothing, no hurry here. It's wherever we reach that we reach. But whatever we do, you are going to at least understand that one. Okay, great. Everybody's on the same page. So yesterday we taught audiobook. Today we are going to teach you how to create a course from your how to create a course from your ebook. Now, courses, we are going to go into the training for, in fact, we are already in the training. I'm just giving you the background here. So this is session 2 of product creation practicals. Okay, because we did the training last week. This week, we are doing the practicals. Yesterday was audio book creation. Today, it is how to create a course from your ebook. I'm very big on courses. If you take out my softwares, okay, courses are where 70% of my income is made outside of, if you take out my income from software. Most of the other income that I made online, 70% of it is from courses because courses are amazing. Many of you will hardly have seen me selling a book because to me, book is the absolute base in digital business. I give my books away for free. Even though I am going to launch one when we get to the product launch, I'm going to use one as a test case. For actually this book we are looking at, GPT Business Gold Mines, I'm thinking I'm going to use it to do the practicals of how to launch when we get to product pillar number 5, which is launching your book. Most of you, book or course is what you have. So I'm just going to do book, which is rare. I've never launched a book, or I've launched it one time, my very first one, Confessions of a Guru Wannabe. Okay, and then I think I did one about digital church blueprints during the pandemic. But typically, I don't do book launches. For me, it's too low ROI for the kind of effort I have to put into launching. I launch software, but we're going to do one. I was thinking, and I still might change that. I will have a off discussion with Shola. I was thinking maybe I'm going to use our own to be my teaching point, but our book is new. She may not want it out there so much and getting recorded. I know, but I'll talk with her offline. If she's cool with it, we'll just take a book. I've not even read the book, so you can't say, oh, you already know. So I'm just going to read it, and then we're going to use it as our test case. But today, we are talking about course. All right. Now, courses are the amazing secret weapon. When I say I can get it to $1,000 a month easy after we finish this course by the end of year one, this is one of the areas where my confidence is coming from. But I know if I can get you to create a course, I can turn you to over a $1,000 a month person easy, very easy. Because none of you are going to have a course that is less than $100. That means you only need to sell 10 a month. You get $1,000. I can see that one in my dream. I can make that one happen, but I show you how to make that one happen rather without sweating so much. Some of you are going to have your courses, it's going to be $297. Some of it's going to be $497. Some of it's going to be $997. And you're going to sell it. If it's $997, you only need to sell one a month. If it is $497, you only need to sell two. If it's $297, you only need to sell 4 or 5. That's it. All of a sudden, you're going to find out when you finally do that launch, which of course I'm not going to do for you until we get to the pillar number 7, because most of you will not do anything else again because it's like they're wasting your time. And you are not, and then you will not be grounded. It's not that I don't know what to do to get you guys to money quick, like we have started with this. Just teach only this for 2-3 weeks, how to create a course and teach how to launch it. And you're done. You'll be at $1,000. But then, are you a well-rounded digital marketer? No, you're not going to be. You're going to be stuck with that, which is fine. Some people, that's all they do. And they do $100,000 a month. And I'm not capping about that. They just create a course, they promote it with webinar, and they're done. Their money is complete every month. But before you get into that zone, I want you to have a better breadth of what digital business is all about. Is why I started from what looks like it's difficult, it's too much work, it's too much energy, but you are graduating as digital business specialist. At least you must know what is out there, even if ultimately you don't use it. I studied law. I don't, my philosophy course, I don't do anything with it. The English courses I took, and even though I got great grades in them, my English is still not better. It's still the way it was. But my point is, they gave me the whole picture of what a good lawyer should be. And I'm very grateful for that. But at the end of the day, I only pick a part of it that I now specialize in. You're also going to do that. Okay, hope you got that. So I'm going to get into it now, how to create a profitable course from your book. As always, I always like to give the philosophical, the grounding for it. Where to some of you, it looks like I waste time, get to it, but the mental thinking behind it is much more important to me than the action. Because you can pay somebody right now. If you give Eric $500, he will create a course for you in the next 1 week. Eric, am I lying? Exactly. You give Funke $500. She will create a course for you in the next 1 week. So creating the course is not your problem, but understanding the thinking behind it, the strategic importance of it to your business is the critical thing. So that I don't want people who went through my course or who went through my training. Then it was so I was with Dr. Kwe for 12 weeks. I got a certificate in digital business, but I don't know why that is why. That will not be my portion unless you didn't come to class. I have been in a church before as an aside. Somebody's in the choir. That same Salem Baptist church. One person, I was talking to her one day, this is like about 2 months after joining the church. She has been in that church for 3 years. She really cannot distinguish between Moses and David. True story. I swear to God. Why? Because they are busy practicing. All they own is to come and sing. And then when they finish the thing, they leave the church premises mostly. They go to the back of the hall and they're doing that thing. So they were not growing spiritually because all the foundations that they need, their pastor didn't make it important that they have to be part of it, even though they're not going to use that part in their own job. I'm not like that. You learn everything by force. Okay. So first, let's talk about reasons why creating a high-ticket course is profitable and why it should be something you should want to stretch yourself to get your own course done, even if possible this week, no matter what it's going to take. If you're going to be up 4 or 5 hours a day for the next 6 days, these are the major reasons why you want to do that. Number one, you get to leverage existing content. And by the way, in case you guys are wondering, I'm using my own first module 1, my own slide. Then I'm going to get to your own guys, because you're wondering why is all this stuff we give Daddy. But I like this one better than the ones you guys give me. But well done. See, you transforming your book into a course allow you to repurpose the valuable content you've already created, saving yourself time and effort in content development. So because you can then, it's your own way of roasting what you caught in hunting. I was doing a little preaching there yesterday, but it's one of my stronger sermons I like to preach to my people. A lazy man does not roast what he caught in hunting. What you have caught so far when you started is that you have created an ebook. Now, creating a course out of it, creating an audio book out of it is level 1 of roasting. We are going to level 2 of roasting that same content, right? So you leverage content that you already create. Number 2, there's a higher perceived value. Video courses are perceived as higher value compared to books, allowing you to charge premium prices and achieve higher margins. What is this thing that women use? This body cream. I try to remember the name of one of these expensive body creams that my wife uses all the time. They come from crude oil. Crude oil is like your ebook. Part of the roasting crude oil is to get derivatives like body cream, like fillers for teeth. Like there's so many things they get in there. It's called roasting what you caught. We are starting from the base ebook. You get a higher perceived value. Why? People value Louis Vuitton more than Pomo. Why? Because Louis Vuitton is processed, roasted animal skin. While Pomo is just raw. They cook it and you eat and it's over. So in your book, if you are just relying on your book, it's equivalent of eating your book as Pomo. You're still going to get some little. You can sell your Pomo. They will still give you some little money. But imagine being able to turn your Pomo into a Louis Vuitton handbag. Now, women will pay you $2,000, $3,000 for what somebody in Mama Put's place will only have paid you 50 naira, 100 naira to eat. Is equivalent. When you turn your book into a course, all of a sudden, the same book that you are selling for $9.99, people are buying it from you in the course version, not the audio. The audio is just you reading the book. It's better than ebook, but you can't sell a audio more than $100. Nobody's going to buy from you. But if it's a video course, doing the same thing that was in the original book, but now you are presenting it as a course, you can sell it for $497, $997, $2,000. Again, I'm not telling you theory, is what I've done. I've given you example. I can give you up to 4 of them, my products. I'll give you the more popular one. There's a book that I wrote called Launchify 360. It's an ebook. It's part of the books. When you get your membership, we're going to talk about that when I'm done. Eric, please remind me, because we need to onboard those whose assignments are current for the first 1 month. I did tell you guys. Then we are going to onboard you into the membership area. You are going to be stunned. I've got so much great things happening in that membership for you. Unbelievable value. All my books will be there. You are going to get it for free. You are going to get some courses for free, but only for those who have been doing the assignment consistently. So Olufunke and Eric, that's your assignment for this week. You want to sort it out. I want to know those who are current. Those are the only ones that are going to get my $1,000 funnel builder. They're the only ones that will get a membership area in the Fish for Life. We have membership area, believe it or not. It's been ready for a while. But I'm not taking lazy people there, because there's a cost to everybody on that platform for me. Pay money in terms of a server fees every month, because it's full of videos. So the server fees are very expensive. So I'm not going to keep spending money on you if you have not taken yourself serious. So, but we'll come back to that. Coming back to the thing. Videos give you, so I created this book called Launchify 360. The book right now, if you search it online, you will see $29.99 or $39.99. That's the highest you see. It's not higher than that anywhere else. But that same book is what I sell as Launchify 360 Blueprint course. And that course is $1,997. And it's my highest selling product to date after Mobimatic, which is a software. Launchify 360 course is a video course like this one I'm just talking. That's all it is. PowerPoint, me talking over PowerPoint, that was created from the book I created. So when I'm doing the webinar to sell that course, I then give people 50% of that one 997, so I sell it 997 generally. But when I look at the crowd of people on my webinar, if I feel that they don't really have that kind of money, I might give it all the way to 70%. But 70%, you are still paying me like $399 for the same content that is in my book. It's absolutely crazy. Shabi, I just told you guys now, some of you, when you see me make a webinar presentation on Launchify 360, you will still think you should have it if I'm asking you to pay. Why? Because it's a richer version of my book. Yeah, it has a lot of explanation in there. Yes, but that is where the value is. So you get a higher perceived value. Number 3, enhanced learning experience. Video courses can include multimedia elements like videos, quizzes, interactive activities, providing a more engaging and effective learning experience than a book. I myself, I hardly ever even use all of this in my own courses, like quizzes and interactive activities. I know I should have it to even give it much more value, but maybe I know if I say I'm lazy, you guys will say it's not possible for me to be lazy. But on things like that, I don't like to overstress for do too much when I'm doing free that I overdo, which is funny. When I want to collect money, I just give basic and collect my money. I'm weird like that. But my point is, enhanced learning experience is another reason why you want to create a course from your book. Number 4 reason why you want to do this, targeted audience. Courses can be marketed to a more targeted audience who are willing to invest in specialized knowledge and skills, increasing your conversion rates and profitability. Typically, anybody who buys your front-end book, they are more amenable to actually buying the course to go with it. Despite the fact that the course is the foundation, the book is the foundation for the course. But remember, when they read the book, people still cannot do it on their own. They still don't feel confident enough. So they want to get that course that explains it to them more and more. I'm like that myself. Several books. I just bought this book yesterday, believe it or not, launch. Jeff Walker has had this book out there for a while, and I'm a very big fan of launching products. I had this original one, product launch formula, which is actually where I got a lot of my own ideas to create Launchify 360. But then I went in there as I was reading the book, all of a sudden, I think I read just 4 chapters yesterday. I was reading it while I was also watching TV. So then I realized that he has a course that goes with this book that I just bought. I bought it at Barnes & Noble yesterday. $23.99. All right, it's what I'm $17.99 US money, $23 Canadian money, right? While I was reading it, I saw that the man had a course about it. He was talking about the course that accompanies the book. I know the deal. Maybe I have one like that. I say, yeah, then I realized I really want to get that course. Guess what? When I then went to check the site that it called, how much is the cost? $9,997, $10,000 for a course that he himself said is just a companion to this that explains this better. He was even honest enough to say it. He didn't have to lie, but I was still looking for it. I didn't buy it ultimately. If it had been like 5K or 3K, I can guarantee you I would have bought this thing yesterday. Then I'm telling myself, wow, $10,000. Let me see, hold on. Let me finish the book first. I've not even finished reading the book. And I already want to get the course. And I already know what will be in the course because I'm not a rookie. I know that it's going to take each of these chapters and then it's going to blow them apart. It's going to do practicals. Which is really what I wanted. So mostly those who are interested in your book or in your courses, that's part of the reason why you want to write many books. When I'm telling you, write a book a week, this is part of the foundation I'm helping you to lay. When you have so many books out there, what happens is that those who are getting access to your book, they will be, Chioma, you need to stop that crap right now, or I'm going to remove you from this room. Do not distract me. Am I talking freelancing now? Hell out of here. Okay, when we get to Q&A, you can, I read all these questions. It distracts me. Please, if you don't want to be here, please go out of here. Go to your freelancing room. Ask your questions there. Don't trigger me this morning, please. Okay? You can sell your courses to a targeted audience. And most times, people come to your blog People watch your videos that you're going to be doing when we get to traffic generation and we're showing you stuff. They are the people come into contact with you like that that will be amenable to your courses. Number 5 reason why you want to turn your book to your course is revenue, recurring revenue potential. Okay, guess what? You can create membership. Sorry, something is blocking me here. You can create membership or subscription models where students pay regularly for ongoing access to your content and updates, generating recurring revenue. Take, for instance, Shola has this book, Protect Yourself, customer, how to protect your rights, and as a Nigerian customer, I keep forgetting the pay of line, right? Now, she can create a course on that. And that course might just take a chapter each of the book or even add more, which is more ideal. By the way, you add like 3 or 4 more chapters, but each of those chapters would then be a video training, and then they can subscribe and get access to module 1 a week. Each week, they get access to 1 module. That way, you can stretch out their membership. They subscribe for a small amount. If you are starting out and want to be generous, maybe 5,000 naira a month to be part of the Consumer Mama club, or consumer, I like the other one, the consumer advocacy consultant course. And then so you create the course, and then they get access by membership. They subscribe. But that membership, the way you set your membership would then be, this week drop module 1, next week drop module 2, next week drop module 3, and that can go on for 12 weeks. That means for them to get access to all those modules, they have to have that membership for at least 3 months. Or you can sell the course one time as a fee. But the bottom line is you can use it to create recurrent revenue potential where people subscribe, they're paying you monthly, and your course is what they are getting access to. For those who have big courses like me, your course can be dribbled over the next 1 year as long as there is content there. Or you even give them access, but you have like the work hangout, like what I do every Saturday or every Sunday round, sorry, with your own group. Every Sunday, for being a member of that course, a subscriber to that course, they also get access to come to your exclusive Sunday gathering where you answer questions about the module of the week. It's amazing how many things you can do with this. That's another reason you want to have a course. Number 6, you get upsell opportunities. When students are enrolled in your iTicket course, you can upsell additional products or services such as coaching, workshops, advanced courses. When we get to funnel creation, you're going to see how it all works. You sell a book. From a book, you offer them an audio book. From audio book, you offer them a course. From a course, you offer them membership. And that membership also, we have like 3 or 4 layers. Course allows you to be able to exploit all of that, where you are giving value, but you are getting paid increasingly. This is not exploitation. You keep taking them to new levels of experience. A course allows you to do that. Number 7, brand authority. Offering a high-ticket course establishes you as an authority in your niche, enhancing your reputation and attracting more high-paying clients and opportunities. You don't want to stay at $1,000 a month. Trust me, once you get there, all of a sudden your eye is on 10,000. When you get to 10,000, your eye is on 100,000, because you're going to see people in the same niche with you. At that time, you will know them who are making this money. It will no longer be like fairy tale to you anymore. In fact, you'll be feeling bad that you only did $3,000, because you have see guys you don't think as smart as you who are doing 20,000. So, but to get there, part of how you build yourself to get there is brand authority. Nobody's going to pay you $10,000 if you don't have a brand authority. It's not going to happen. They might buy your book for $19 by accident, right? Okay, let me just see what it will be. Nobody's going to pay you $500 if they don't think you have some kind of authority. A course allows you to get that. That's why I could talk to the coach I'm trying to get for myself. Even me, I'm looking for a coach. More for the accountability, not even for what they're going to teach me, because I realize I'm not really accountable as I should be. And that the only way I can probably solve that is to go get somebody that I respect, that I fear, that doesn't care about me, that will call me anyhow he wants, and I will have to answer. If I get him as my coach, then maybe I can get myself back to my $100,000 a month range that I was in for that 18-month period I was telling you guys about. I had a very strong, very mean coach that time. He doesn't play with me. But the guy is telling me oh, it's 100K, but because it's you, I'll take 50,000 for the coaching from you. It's not teaching me anything. It's basically helping me to come up with a plan that I will execute. His own job is every week to come and do headmaster for me. Have you done this work? Have you not done this work? And harass me. But the point is worth it. Not done it yet, we're still talking. But my point is that if I end up doing it, the person is worth it for me. If it's only going to help me to get to even 50K a month the first year, if I paid him 50K, that means I've only paid him 1 month of whatever. But he is able to get there because I've seen many people that he has helped to get to $100,000 to $200,000 a month easy. I know him, I've been with him before, so I understand he's worth it. But how did he get there? He has established the brand authority through several courses in that area. You too, in your own area, when you start to put out courses, maybe once a quarter, maybe once every 2 months kind of thing, after a year or two, you will have acquired a brand authority there. Book is good for authority, but almost everybody has a book now. There's over 1,000 of you on this course. We have more than 600 or so who have written a book. Big deal. To us now, book is no longer a big deal in this Fish for Life event. Though outside there, 99% of the people still think you're a superstar that you have a book. But imagine if you now have a course. Less people also have a course. Even in this class, you're going to see it. Once we teach you how to do it, many of you are not ready to do the hard work because it takes some hard work to do. So you're going to end up with your authority stock at the ebook level. Good luck to you. Okay, number 8, global reach. Online courses can be accessed by anyone with an internet connection, allowing you to reach a global audience and significantly expand your market. There are so many places where you can place your courses right now that already have members. That member will have opportunity to buy your course for a much higher price than a book. Number 9 reason, continuous improvement. You continuously gather feedback from course participants to improve and update your content, ensuring that your course remains relevant and valuable, thereby maintaining high satisfaction and retention rates and good reputation in the marketplace because your products are great. That is why you need to have a course. I said all of that, spend all that money, all that time on it. To me, this is the most important part of the course. Once you understand why you need to do it, it's very easy to go and do it. Worst case scenario, like I said, you will pay somebody, they will write it for you. There's nothing wrong there. If you can write book for people, people write courses for people. The important thing is you know why you're doing it and what you're going to use it for. If you get that, give me a 9 right now. That's the one right there. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you still don't understand why you need to have a course, give me a 0. That's what I just thought. Why? Every self-respecting netpreneur should have a course. Nobody who does my inner circle gets away from that class without writing a course. They don't have a choice. Because I know that for me to guarantee them the $10,000 they paid me, because it comes with a guarantee. If you don't make that money in 2 months after your graduation, I have to refund you your money. And I know if they have a course, I won't ever have to refund it because they will make that money. So I insist. But if you are just in the free class, you want to make sure you tax yourself to get a course written. I won't chase you. I won't force you. But I'm telling you, that is one of the most important, if not the most important product you should have. Your most important product is not a book. Your most important product is not ebook. If I were to pick from all the 10, this is the one I'm going to pick as the most important product. And the most important vehicle will be a webinar to sell it. A webinar is not a product. A webinar is a means to sell a product. You can sell your book with webinar if you want. You can sell your audio book. You can sell your course. So I don't want you guys confusing that. Even though we're going to teach you how to do webinar tomorrow, because I have to teach you what you will use to sell this. So I'm going to treat that for the purposes of this session. I'll treat webinar as a product because you still have to create the PowerPoints. But webinar itself is more like a tool to sell a back-end product. Okay, so let's keep this thing going. Now, step-by-step process for creating a course for your book. By the way, I'm going to, where's my phone? Because we say this is practical. Eric, please allot me exactly 30 minutes from now. I'm going to use the last 30 minutes we're going to actually create the course using ChatGPT, because that's what it's supposed to be. Not all this talk that I'm doing. We need to create that course for you today. So I'm going to rush. So how do you get it done? Here is a step-by-step process. Plan your course. You have to identify your audience. Define who your students are, because you're creating a course for somebody. Outline the course content. If I seem to be rushing on the training, this is what was supposed to have been trained to you last week. My guys doesn't get it right. They tell you the product, and they're supposed to then give you the step-by-step process, just like Bishop was trying to do. That's actually the best way, but there was no time to get all of that done. Outline the course. He was teaching how to create it rather than what you need to do to create it. So more or less, this is last week's training, but you will just have to adapt. Outline the course content. You have to break down your book into sections or chapters, and then outline the main topics for each module. You have to set learning objectives, because this is exactly how you're going to put it on those sites that are going to allow you to sell it on their sites, like Udemy, like Teachable, Teachific, and all of that stuff. They want to see what is the course content. And you're going to use ChatGPT to do all of this. That's the beauty for you now. You're going to set your learning objectives. What are the learning objectives for this particular product? And then ChatGPT will help you write it out. Number 4, structure of your course. Sorry, session 2 of creating, or part 2 of creating your course. Structure. You have to create modules and lessons. Divide your course into modules and individual lessons. Each module should focus on a major topic, and lessons should be concise and focused. That's why you see me even right. You can see the way I'm doing this training even. Because it's a course I'm really doing. Like I was sharing with somebody yesterday, I could actually create 5 different courses from the 5 streams I'm teaching, just by taking the videos that I teach every week and then just combine them together for a freelancepreneur. That's a full course right there. That's a $1,000 course. Our weekly Monday meetings that we are doing up to this time. Same way, I could create a blogpreneur success blueprint. Not that I could, I'm actually going to. Okay, but what am I doing? I have modules for them. There is module 1, module 2, as we have been going. And then each module, we have a training in them. So I'm doing it exactly the way I'm teaching you now. Then you develop a course syllabus. You create a detailed syllabus that outlines the content, objectives, and structure of each module. We have a syllabus here, even if there is still in progress. I didn't want to give it out because I know I'm going to make a lot of adjustments as I'm going, since it's my first time of teaching it to a whole group of people instead of individuals. But typically, your full course, like this 7 Pillars to 6 Figures Fish for Life program, should have a comprehensive syllabus that we have. I think we gave it when we launched in Lagos. It's in the, if you look at the, what is it called? If you look at the brochure that we gave out, you probably will see it there, but we have since changed it, elevated it, and made a lot of changes, but you should have one. Then the next thing, third step, is develop your course material. Script writing. You write detailed scripts for each video in the lesson. Again, this is very easy to do now. That's why you are going to be able to do a course for me this week, because you are not the one writing any script. You have a powerful assistant, ChatGPT. You will tell it again so that you can see how we are going to go and create it later. Right here, you tell ChatGPT, you create modules and lessons for me from this course. It will create it. And then you tell it, give me a course syllabus, a detailed course syllabus. This stuff that you are seeing on screen is exactly your prompts that you give to ChatGPT. It will give you what you want. All you just do is keep copying it and pasting it into your Word document. When you are done, your course is ready. Okay? Develop course material, script writing, write detailed scripts for each video. Then when he has given you that first part about the module and the outline, then you take each module one by one. And so you write detailed scripts for this video that will ensure clarity and consistency. Exactly the way you see like this. You give it to ChatGPT, it will write it for you. When it's finished writing, you tell it to create PowerPoint slides. It will give you the content for each slide. And if you want to do quizzes, you tell it create 25 a question quiz from this training, this module, to be able to test my students. We'll give it to you. Then the next thing, of course, you set up after ChatGPT has done all of that for you, or do you do it yourself? Again, I will encourage you, the first one, if you have a powerful tool, why you will not want to use it, I don't understand. Some of you still tell yourself, I like to be particular, I like my thing to be here, I did it. I'm like, this is why you are not making money. But if you know how to do all of this, you will have made a lot of money, you won't be here. Or you will have known how to do it. Some of you are not here for the money, but you are here to learn how to do this stuff. If you know it, you will have done it. Forget all those you like to. Just do it the way they are teaching you. ChatGPT will write all those stuff for you. Then you read it over and then make whatever changes you want. I'm okay with that. I do that for my own too. After it's giving me the content, then I sit down, I go through it thoroughly, and then make a lot of changes to suit myself. So first step, you set up the equipment and software. You have to choose a recording equipment, invest in a good quality camera, microphone, and lighting. That's what I have to teach you, because that's what is there. But it's BS. You have your laptop. Let's go. Okay? If you cannot afford to go get a good quality microphone and lighting, this is all ancient of days. I'm telling you straight up. None of my courses that I'm going to go out and go buy a special camera, I'm not going to teach you what I didn't do. But I would say it so that you see that they taught you professionally. But I'm telling you, this is old school. The microphone that is on your phone is better than the microphones Shola used to do a show on LTV. It's 7 years ago that she's feeling tough. Okay, the microphone. Shola, I have to harass you small for now. When you see that talking tough on that ancient microphone, you think that your camera now has a better microphone. Your camera right now, unless you are using a really bad Palasa, the average digital phone, which is what most of you carry, is got a better camera than most of those ancient of this K1, K4. I bought all of that when I was in entertainment. Most of those videos right now, cameras, they are not as good as my iPhone. Now they are shooting a whole movie with iPhones now, in case you guys don't know that. Some sitcoms in American TV were shot with iPhone. Not all those over expensive, so you don't need it. Okay, a clear video and audio quality to enhance your professionalism is okay, but I'm saying I'm saying to you, Shola, I'm always looking for your trouble. Because I've loved you for a long time. Mr. Ajilo just took you from me. All right, you didn't look at my face because I don't get money that time. But seriously, see, my point is, I try to make these things easy, and I want you guys to embrace that. Don't make something that is easy complicated. Keep it simple, stupid. It's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. When you start to complicate, I'm not going to do, I'm still waiting for my camera to come. Dr. Pe, I just ordered the thing from Amazon yesterday. You are just deceiving yourself. Nobody sent you work. You have a phone in your hand. Your laptop, most laptops now, they have a good camera there. All of you that I gave laptop, those are entry-level laptop. Those are $500 laptop, but most of them have camera. What are you guys talking about? And that camera is good enough to do whatever you want to do. If it is not, if the one you got doesn't have a camera, because I think a few, about 10 or 12 didn't have camera, use your phone. Or borrow one of your boyfriend or girlfriend that is using to post. Tell him you have to make a course. They either give you or they should not come to your house again. You're going to get serious with them. So your equipment doesn't have to be sophisticated. Of course, the clearer your microphone, the clearer your lighting, the better. I'm not going to say that doesn't matter, but guess what? They have to buy the course before they even know that the camera was good or bad. People buy the packaging. They don't buy the product. If you have been listening to me on my Instagram, I've been throwing some bombs out there, whichever one. I think it's TikTok. I don't know. Okay? So get your editing software. You see all these things? In fact, this is ancient of days. Disregard. I know day for that. There's so many great AI editing tools now that are free. If you have Adobe Premiere Pro and you can learn how to use it, good luck to you. I myself cannot even use it. If you can use Final Cut Pro, which is actually relatively easy to use, you can use it. I don't. You can use Camtasia. I have Camtasia on this phone that I'm using to talk to you, but I can't remember the last time I used it. I can use Camtasia very well, but screw Camtasia now. There's AI tools that I don't need to do all this drama. Okay, when my video is ready, I know where I'm going to post it. It's good to go. The AI software will do the editing for me. And many of you know what I'm talking about. If you go on your phone and you search video editing in your store, whether it's Android or iPhone you are using, you are going to get an editing software to edit your video there. So don't come and tell me I've not been able to buy Final Cut Pro. It's why my course is not ready. You're just a lazy person who does not want to roast what you cut in hunting. You will roast by force because you have it on your phone. So even if you don't have a laptop, I'm deliberately talking a lot about phone because as I'm developing this course and I'm trying to encourage institutions, other people to do their own versions of Fish for Life by themselves, I'm trying to de-emphasize the cost. They don't need a laptop. They don't need to give you a laptop to be a successful digital entrepreneur if you're a serious human being. Many of you are pretty good with your phone. And most of what you want to do now, you can do it on your phone. So anybody wants to do this, or you're thinking maybe your company can do something like that, even if you're going to ask us to supply trainers for you, or you want to get trainers yourself, please understand that you can do this for humanity, for Nigerians, without having to invest in a laptop. If you can't, that's bonus. They don't need it. The ones I gave out was for my birthday. It was a birthday gift to everybody. It is not necessarily connected with the Fish for Life program. I'm getting many of you inbox me about that before I started blocking you because I got tired of telling them, you don't need a laptop to be able to do Fish for Life program. I turned 60. I decided to give 60 laptops out as a token of my appreciation of God for preserving my life for 60 years. So each laptop was supposed to represent every year of my life. I then said, well, why are you just giving up a whole laptop? Why don't you connect it to launching up your foundation, which is a Fish for Life Foundation? I just launched it on my birthday. But one's got nothing to do with the other, really. If you get the laptop, it's good, but you don't need it. What you need is what we're discussing. Your phone is your machine. Of course, when you're creating a course, it's better if you can use a laptop. I get it. It's better if you can use a desktop. But you are not going to get paralyzed because you don't have one. You are going to try your best and get it done. I hope you get that. So you pick an editing software from your phone, preferably an AI tool. These old ones, they require learning curve that I'm not recommending. Then you record your videos. As far as I'm concerned, by the way, let me go back here. The video on your phone is equivalent to all of this when it comes to doing your video. And then record your video. Now it's important, this part is important, ensure a quiet, well-lit space for your recording. Most cameras now with very little lighting, they will look very good. So just make sure you are not trying to record your course when there is no NEPA at 9 p.m. I know I ask you to desperately do this, but don't go that desperate. Wait for the morning when there is sun. Solar at least is free. When there is the sun, then you look for a place where you can do this. It might be outside if you are living in face me, I face you like me. It might be your corridor of your building. You will have just make sure you fight with your neighbors before they let them not come and be disturbing you here. You are trying to get yourself out of here. You are begging them in the name of Jesus. You want to record for 1 hour. If they disturb you, you stop your camera. You people do violence more. After the violence, you go back and do your thing. But if you happen to be blessed and you live in a flat or a house, perfect. You just beg those who are staying with you, I am going to be doing recording. I do that also in this house. My house is 3 levels. But sometimes they're in the 2nd level above me and I'm still hearing noise. I have to go up there and beg my wife and whoever they are talking to. I'm recording downstairs. So you do the same thing. Get a quiet, well-lit place for your recording, because while people will buy your packaging without necessarily seeing your videos, you want repeat customers too. If they buy your videos and it's not clear, and the thing is the audio is not clear, the picture is not clear, they probably will get a refund. If they bought it from a place, they can get a refund. If they can't get a refund from you, they will never buy your products again. So when you hear me saying that packaging is king, I'm not telling you go and ignore quality. I'm just saying don't get paralyzed by trying to perfect your quality. I'm begging you, for tomorrow you will say, Dr. Kwesi, packaging is what is important. You go and sell rubbish. You will make that one sale, but you will never make another one. And how do you get to $10,000? The people that make you that kind of money are your repeat customers. They are the people who keep coming back anytime you release something because they trust your product, because they got value from your product. So you have to respect them enough to give them great quality, even if it is not the perfected one. I never go for perfection, but I try my best to give at least enough quality that they were not going to feel that I just took their money. Okay. Practice and record. Practice your script several times and record. Only more 60 more minutes on theory part. Record in small segments, making your editing easier. If I were you, I will record chapter by chapter and save it. That way you are able to record. If your chapters are too long, maybe you're like me and my Success Secrets of Millionaire Hustlers. Some chapters are, with God helping me. God has still not helped me on this one yet, but they're actually not that big. I have 33 messages and secrets that I shared in this book, right? So each of them is an average of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, It's about 8 pages for each of those about 8 pages on the average. That's a lot for a book. Most books, their chapters are by 4 pages, about 4 pages in there. But whatever it is, if your chapters are too long, then you can break it. So you record one that will be 1A. The next 2 pages might be 1B. The next 2 pages might be 1C. So that way, if you need to edit, it's then easier to do. But you practice. Then you edit the videos to remove any mistakes, transitions. Like, for instance, this course that we're doing, I'm telling Eric, he will need to go through all of them. I know his man is going to be in pain for a very long time. And the others, they have to actually listen again, cut out what they don't think is directly relevant to what I'm teaching. I know I do a lot of that. They have to go edit that out for me so that the course can be compact and I can sell it out for the $997 or $497 that I plan. But that's really, typically I don't do much editing. As I go. Because sometimes my diversions actually help people understand that course better. But in your case, whatever works for you. Okay? So if you have done mistakes, either you go edit it out. Typically, I just start over when I'm doing a video course recording. If I make mistakes, it's easier for me to just record that 5-minute segment than to take 30 minutes to go and edit it. I just delete it and do another one. So I keep moving. My course gets ready. And you can also do the same if your chapters are not too long, if they're not more than 4 to 6 pages, and you are reading it, or you are teaching it in your course, and you make too many mistakes, I would rather just stop it right there, delete that, and start over. It looks like it's going to be a waste of time, but that is easier than going to go spend 1 hour editing. Editing is headache, at least for someone like me. Okay, so, or you may have to pay somebody to do a lot of edit for you when you could have just taken 10 minutes and re-record. You don't have to finish your course in 1 day. It can take you a week. It can take you 2 weeks. It can take you a month. I don't care. The important thing is you are being systematic. Although the one you're going to do for me this week will be ready by Sunday. Okay, just finish something. And then you can do another one to make yourself better. Okay. Step 6, you create a sales and marketing strategy for your book and for your course. You don't just create a course and leave it on your system. You have to have a way to sell it. You have to have a strategy to sell it. Otherwise, you're not going to make that big money we are talking about. And that's why we are talking about product launch. When we're going to be doing product launch in about 2-3 weeks, maybe, you are going to see the sequence. And we might use a book or we might use a course. I'm thinking now it's probably going to be a book. I want to use something that everybody has. Unless I see enough of it, if I get maybe about 50 people to do their course, finish their course by Sunday, then, or next week, actually we'll make it a 2-week team for you guys. We might then decide to use a course because it's better to launch a course. Launching a book is doing a lot of energy for small money. Even though the first time, if you sell 100 copies of your book at $9, for some of you, you have made a lot of money. Yeah, that's $900. But imagine if you are selling a course that is $99 and you sell 100. You see the difference? That's 10,000. So it is a course is better for launch, because doing a proper launch will take you about 2 weeks to 1 month of daily hustle. You are trying to launch. It's a very involved process. And when you cut corners, it will show your result. I use myself as a great example. My very first launch, because I followed every step of my Launchify 360 strategy, which you guys are going to get the course, that $1,000 course, you're going to get it for free. You're going to get the book. So anyone you want, if that's what you want to follow. But if you follow that, I've not even updated it. This is a 2017 course. You will hardly ever do a launch and not do 5 figures. It is impossible because of the stuff you have to do. I used that because I was that hungry when I started. I followed every step in that Launchify 360 book or course. So it wasn't a surprise that me and Ify ended up with 430,000 after 7 days. Or sorry, 375 after 5 days, 430,000 the first month, November 2016. I will forever never forget that day, that month. Because it was my first time of having $100,000 day where you launch a product, you have 100,000 in one day, and I did it 3 times in that week. It's just insane. And yet, it was my very first launch. I've never launched before that time because I followed the process. But guess what? After that, because some of those processes are tedious, you have to do something every day. You have to do this, you have to do that. I started getting lazy. I started cutting corners. Sometimes I would jump some steps that I myself had written down. That's why I've never done a $430,000 launch. After that, my first one, I've done 280. I've done 240. Generally, I do around 200 area and then 100 area. And I've had some really bad ones that is like 20K or 15K that I made there. But every time that I don't meet those kind of targets is because I jump too many parts of the process. So you're going to have a sales and marketing strategy that will include launching that your course. And if you followed every step that I will teach you when we get to that place, that is pillar number 5. When we get there, we're going to do that one for also maybe 2 weeks, because I want to make sure you understand the whole process. And you're going to get the checklist. Anytime you want to launch, if you can follow that checklist one by one, all the way to the end, you will be in shock at the kind of money you make. It don't matter whether you have name. I didn't have any name when I launched the first one. Nobody knew me on JVZoo. It was my first launch on JVZoo. But I was relentless. I followed every item. And some of you are going to do that. Some of you are hungry enough. You will do it with your first one. Your second one, you probably won't do it because, like I said, it's a lot of work. But hey, like somebody told me, if you can do a work for 1 month and get 430,000 in sales, why are you lazy to do it? I'm saying, well, anyway, I'll give you the whole blueprints. Let me see how many times you're going to do it. It's not easy because you have to do a pre-launch, pre-launch. You're going to do pre-launch. You're going to do launch. You're going to do post-launch. You're going to do Q&A. You're going to do ask me anything. That is this thing. You have a calendar. It's called a launch calendar that I will help you create. A 30-day launch calendar. And every day you have something you're supposed to do there. Why would you want to do that for a book of $9? Even if you sell 1,000 units at the end of the day, that's just 9,000. If you are launching a course and you sell 1/5 of that, and your cost is $99, that's 99 times 200. It's a whole different ball game. That's over 40,000. I hope you guys are getting me. If you are getting me so far about this sales and marketing thing, you are going to build a sales page. You are going to set a pricing. I have to start jumping all of this because we are still coming to this on pillar number 5 anyway. And then you have a marketing plan. How to then market this again. Don't worry that I'm jumping now. This is a whole pillar on its own. How to launch your book, how to launch your course rather, which is we are going to have the pre-launch. In fact, this is even outdated from my text now. I'm going to have a pre-launch. That's some things you will do. Take Shola, for instance, that she wants to launch that on Naija Protect Clinical course. If I can get her to migrate herself to where she can create a course this week, next week, instead of launching that book, when I told that general, and Shola, I hope you are listening, when I told you that you give away your book for free, this is where I was going. You give your book away for free for people to register for your webinar to sell your course. Your book is $9, but your webinar will be like $297, $197 or $99. And you're going to, because that, even if you sell it at $99, as many as those that buy, you can say that the $9 on top is what you sacrificed before. So it's the strategy. You give away something for people to register for your webinar. And because what you gave them is something that is already exciting them, they are more willing to buy the cost that goes with it. So you have the pre-launch, then you have the pre-launch, that is generating a buzz with teasers, webinars, special offers, blah, blah, blah. That one takes a week. Okay, open for enrollment, then you're going to open your cart. It's called Cart Open Day. On that day is when you drop it. Told you, in my career, without exaggerating or capping for you guys, I have had 5 launches that I had $100,000 day in them. $100,000 in one day of sales. Now, all that money is not mine. Don't start to harass me for money. My point is, because you're going to get to those kind of figures, you're going to have an affiliate, a mob of affiliates who are promoting for you, and they are getting 50% of whatever they sell. So that $100,000, the $50,000 is already gone to your affiliates. They're the one that made the sale. So don't be feeling bad. You are not the one with the customer. You are not the one with the hustle. They hustle. They should keep that. You are going to pay JVZoo. If you launch through JVZoo, 5% of that. You are going to pay PayPal for collecting the money from you, or Paystack or whoever. At the end of the day, if you're able to net 30% of the money, you are good. But that's not bad. If you have $100,000 day, that means $70,000, $30,000 in your pocket. That is something they call it open for enrollment. That's when you drop the hammer. Then you organize webinars after that. After your launch is over, your launch is kicked off with a webinar. And then when your launch is over, then you are now having weekly webinars to sell that course. At that point, giving away your book becomes automatic to you. You are not going to worry. In fact, you write a whole new book just to give it away to sell a webinar. But right now, it's looking to many of you as if that book you're carrying in your hand is the most important thing in the world. In the digital world, we don't care about that. But, okay, so then you deliver and provide support, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to deliver. Obviously, you're going to deliver and all of that. I'm going to jump that. And then, of course, you collect feedback and improve, because you want to rinse and repeat. If Shola sells her first course, even if it's 5K she gets, or even 1K, it's still money. If she gets 1K, now she needs to get feedback from those people and then improve, so that when she comes back again, 2 or 3 months later, at least you will have to rest for a month or 2 after doing that launch. So I recommend a launch, maybe max every quarter. Shewa Gundele uses Launchify 360 formula, my book, my course, and he launches every month. JVZoo, that's why he does millions of dollars every month, every year, because he has now perfected it to some of those steps have now been shortened, that I can do and plan a launch in 2 weeks. Some of you will get there. Then you might launch maybe a month, but typically I would say you are looking at launching quarterly to be able to get yourself to that level of, I'm talking about the big boys now, 10K a month, 20K a month type of thing. And it's doable, especially if you don't have a full-time job that is preventing you right now. Okay, then you update your content, blah, blah, blah. You scale and upsell. We can talk about all of that. My time is out. Hold on here. Yes, I have 3 more minutes here. Because your course, also, we have upsells. You are saying, whoa. Somebody just bought your course for $997. You still want money for it? Of course. For instance, my Launchify 360, that is $2,000, that I sell it for $1,000, right? $997 when I'm doing a proper webinar, or even 70% of whatever I sell it as. There's an upsell to that, which is basically me partnering with you in the launch, helping you to execute as a launch manager. That is an upsell. An upsell might also be one-on-one with you on how to execute your launch. That one is $10,000, $15,000 plus commission on sale. You also will have upsells, because somebody buys your course, they've gone through it, they feel that they can execute, but somehow they still need you to take them through it step by step. The same course you just gave them, that they just paid $297 for. They want you to be able to hold them by the hand to execute it step by step, and that is legitimate. I was like that too. I bought a lot of one-on-one courses, 10,000, 15,000, 9,000. That's how I was buying them. Because it took a while for me to get that confidence that I can do it by myself, even though I should have gotten it from day one. So I understand it's tough. So you too, when you do your course, let's say your course is about how to lose weight, eating all you can, and you have demonstrated it through your 4-hour course. What makes you think that people buy that course don't even need you to give them one-on-one coaching to execute your course? You'll be surprised. The very serious among them, we want to do that if they have the money. Because it's easier to get a coach walking you through it than to do it by yourself. Am I still making sense as I wrap up this side? Then we go to practical, all this English, I'm tired. Let's go create this thing. Maybe I'll come back to pricing strategies. You have to create the course before you can talk about pricing strategy. That is this module 3. I'm supposed to take you through how to price your course, how to get different whatever. But if I get into it, my time will run out. I know that it's a whole module on its own. So we are going to skip module 3 and actually go to module 5, which is the practical of creating this. I'm wary about giving you guys my PowerPoints. Maybe what we'll do is we'll give it to you in a Word format. We reduce it. Funke and Co, if you guys can help me later, you want to put this thing in a Word thing instead of PowerPoint. Okay. Because this one, I think they might need it step by step down the road, even though I don't want to be giving my PowerPoints out. And I don't know, I will think of something. Okay. But if you guys got it so far, give me a 2. If you are confused along the way, give me a 0. If you got me and you are ready for us to go, at least do some little practicals here. Okay. I see 1 0 there. Who's that? Okay. Please don't be shy. If you still don't get it, give me a 0. Okay, we got majority. I think I see only 1 0 so far. Okay, cool. Another one. Chioma, you I'm not even going to respond to because you are a distractor. Okay, instead of paying attention, you are busy typing about freelancing. I will never answer questions for you in my class again until you get it together. All right. Yes. Okay. I see a second 0. Okay. Out of 150, I think that is bad. Nobody can get a perfection. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to go back and do it again just for 2 of you, as much as I would love to, because we are running out of time. I have Shola here that is on my case. Once I get to 2 now, she'll be saying I'm trying to sleep. Let me. Shola, I'm just messing with you. I hope you know that. Okay. So now let's go to ChatGPT and forget all this English for a second. All right. We have the slides. We'll figure out how to get to the teaching notes so that you don't think that maybe it's because it's not ready. That's why it doesn't work. You can see module 3, module 4. We have it all done. My boys are on the money. So they've got it. So we'll get it to you. I'll figure out a way to get it to you without compromising my own business interest. We will try to get you more of this. Okay, but go ahead. And by the way, we are coming up. A twist that we're putting to the program now is that after every week, there's going to be a quiz. I don't know why I never thought about that before, but it's all part of the upgrading of the stuff, so that quiz then allows us to keep record of our best students, so that by the time we are done for the 12 weeks, we can then have the best graduating students, second graduating students, we can have the top 10 type of thing that is objective as opposed to me just choosing. And I realized that so we might even go back to the first 2 pillars and make you take those tests. So they are working on it right now. Once they are done and I'm satisfied with it, it is coming. I'm going to have a quiz week. And every week now when we are done, we're going to give you a quiz and then we are going to mark it. And then we are going to keep a class record so that we know who's who. Okay. Where am I now? Let me go to ChatGPT. Where's my ChatGPT? Here. Okay, let's start fresh here. Are you guys all seeing my ChatGPT right now? If you are, just give me a Y. If you are not, give me a 0. Okay, cool. Now, what we want to do, what is my, hold on. Where is this? Oh, shit. I don't think I saved it. I'm not sure. Damn. This is not good. All right, we just wing it. I think I did not save and I shut down the system, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, we have to do what we got to do. Okay, let's go back to here. All right, what we want to do here is we want to use ChatGPT. Let me see what I can get out. Right here, what we want to do is we want to basically practicalize writing, creating your course with ChatGPT. This step-by-step is what I had given you earlier when we were doing this training. If you remember this thing that I just taught you, starting from this slide, this module 2 especially, actually, no, is that, anyway, it don't matter. What I just taught before, you're going to be getting it, but basically we want to practicalize it. So I want to, now I'm not going to just follow that teaching. I want to give you a very shortcut because some of you love shortcut, gong. So the first thing you are going to do, if you have written a book, remember you are this strategy is for you to turn your ebook into a high ticket course. Basically, you want to roast your book from a $7, $9 book to where you now have a $99, $297, $497 product in your hand. So the first thing you are going to do is you go to ChatGPT. I think at this point, everybody has a ChatGPT. If you don't, you have missed road. You're in the wrong place. You need to leave immediately. So you go to your ChatGPT. Luckily, the latest update of ChatGPT allows you to upload a document. So let's first do the magic. So you go to your ChatGPT, you upload that book that you just finished, the PDF version. You're going to upload the PDF version of your book. Let me go look for a PDF version of which one now? Let me use a ChatGPT Business Gold Mines. Well, that's the one I'm still working it in theory now. I'm thinking we are going to use, but hopefully Shola will be amenable to us using her stuff. If she can create the course for me, or we can create it together, I would love to use her to actually just kill one bird with one stone. Because when on the week we are doing launching, everybody's going to launch their product because we're going to follow it together. It's going to be practical. After I teach the team, the training for 1 week on the Tuesday, then we're going to have a whole week that we're going to be launching. So if you don't have your course ready that time, now you go lose out because it's going to be a practical 2-week plan to launch our stuff. And we're going to do it every day. We're going to come. I'm doing my own. You're doing your own. Everybody's doing their own wherever they are, so that we can actually run through a proper launch with everybody trying. Some of you will make good money. Some of you will make zero money. But the important thing is you follow the process one time. It's better than just learning the theory. So you upload the book. That's the first step. Okay, I've uploaded the book now. But before you hit enter, you're going to give it a prompt. I'm going to go copy a prompt that I typed this morning, like 5 minutes before I came live. It just occurred to me that, okay, let me not do exactly what Eric was doing and be talking theory. Let me actually do it for real. So I sat down and I typed this, not this one. I'm going to show you the page now so that you know me. I'm the most transparent human being you can know. It's a weakness, but it's also the way I know. Let me look for the book. This is the file. I just created it this morning. As you can see, just one page. I just typed it about an hour before I rolled in. I've never had it before. I've never used it before. So I'm doing this to make you understand that it is very easy. I will give you this short, it's one page. I'm going to give it to you. Okay, so don't worry about that one. So you can, with that alone, you'll be able to create your course beyond all the long English. So here, I want to give it a prompt. And this prompt right here, I'm just going to copy it. I typed it out my own way. No, all those long technical stuff. No, I just put it there. Let me show you. Where is my ChatGPT now? All right, I'm back to ChatGPT. Now you post the prompt. The prompt is, I want you can see that it even says typo because I've not used it. I want you to review this book and then provide a great and highly effective course. See, I'm just correcting it. Effective course outline that I can use to create a high-ticket video course for my audience based on this book. Did you all see the prompt? Did you see it? Do you understand what I just did? I'm going to make my screen bigger a little bit so that you guys can see what I'm typing. There is no Joro here. If you see this, give me a 2 now, just to be sure you are still following me. You are seeing my ChatGPT. You are seeing the prompt that I typed. Okay. Can all of us do this thing? You can upload your book and you can type this prompt. If you don't think you can do that, I want to see a 0. And it better not be that you just joined today. If you just joined today, I don't have your time. I'm talking about you have been in this class for a while, at least 2 weeks. And you cannot do what I just did, which is upload your finished book, PDF version, not Word version, not EPUB, PDF version. You upload it, and then you type a prompt. And the prompt here is, why is it not allowing me to type again? What's going on? Not now, okay. So you type a prompt. I want you to review this book. For Shaoga, nobody cares if you are still working on your book. I'm talking to those who have a book. You have had over a month now. We don't give a damn about your excuse. I'm talking to those who have a book already. If you have a book, again, I'm going to say one more time, what we have just done now is you open up your ChatGPT. You upload the PDF of your book by clicking this button right here. You click the button, upload from your computer, and then you click on the book that you have on your system. This is my own. Where is it now? This one right here. This book is what I click. I click on it, and then it is loaded. This is it right here. And then you type a prompt. I want you to review this book and then provide a great and highly effective course outline that I can use to create a high-ticket video course for my audience based on this book. And then you hit enter. Everybody who has a book can do this. If you don't have a book yet, you have just wasted 1 month of your life. It's on you. It's not on me. I have taught it. I've taught it over and over. So you're on your own. So you hit enter. ChatGPT will review the book. And then it gives you the outline. So you can see, so you cannot tell me I cannot write the outline of my course. It's not magic. It's ChatGPT. It's speaking directly from that book I just uploaded. Following the modules in my book. All this stuff are in that book, but it's extracting it out and creating. Joshua said this is Sifao. Well, he spoke. Should we want to be like our daddy? He spoke, and then the word was. What are you talking about? So I'm going to save. I'm going to copy this. You just copy. That is the outline of your course. Kusi giri giri. All those ones they are telling you. Order on this thing I'm teaching you guys. I have a guy that is charging $10,000 to help people create a course using ChatGPT, and this is what he's teaching. So don't think it's not what. I'm not saying the guy is overcharging. He's worth it in the land of the blind. Okay, the one-eyed man is king. Right there and then you have the course outline. I'm going to see course outline. Mastering ChatGPT, multiple streams of income. Here is my course outline. Boom. If you feel that, then in your Microsoft, are you seeing my Microsoft Word right now? Guys, are you seeing or are you still seeing ChatGPT? What are you seeing now? Is it the Word? Put W. If it's ChatGPT, put C. Okay, great. So we are switching well. So you are going to then save. I'm going to save this for now, so that way when I don't lose my stuff in case NEPA goes away or computer crashes, you have to learn. I'm sure you people in Nigeria you already mastered that anyway, how to be saving every 5 minutes before NEPA ruin your life. Okay, so we put it here. Course outline for ChatGPT Business Gold Mines Masterclass. That is going to be the name of the course. I may fine-tune it later, but I want to save it where I can find it easily. I'm going to save it in downloads. That is my go-to rubbish dump place. Then from there, I go and put it in whatever folder I want. So now I've saved it. So I know it's there. So this is outline that I've written. Then I'm going to do insert, go to page break. See, at the top here, you do insert and then page break so that I can go to the next page. Right here, you're not doing anything yet. Then you go back to your ChatGPT for the next prompt. Now that it's done that, you're going to copy this, you're going to type this prompt. So I'm struggling to find. I have so many things open on my system. Let me close some of them so it's easy to find what I'm looking for. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. Sorry, I'm trying to find the file. Because this is the one I was using to do practice, as you can see. In like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, while they are trying to find my my PowerPoint, I was actually doing a test run of this thing. So you guys know that I don't mess around here. Let me save that one so that it just doesn't waste, because I'm using it based on my own personal book. I'm looking for that. Oh, right, it's this one. So the next prompt, you are going to tell ChatGPT to write out the PowerPoint slides to use in presenting the course. Remember, when you want to do a course, when you want to record your course, you are using PowerPoint to make the presentation. Just like right now, I'm using PowerPoint to make the presentation of the course. And I told you, since we are recording it, at the end of it, when I finish with this 12-week class, that's a 12-week course on blogging blueprint. It's a 12-week course on bookpreneur blueprint. It's a 12-week course on social mediapreneur blueprint, because I'm just simply going to separate all those individual training. And the one that is common, they will still go under each of them separately. So at the end of the 12 weeks, I've created 5 courses that I can sell for $1,000. Not that I can sell, that I will sell. You will see me launch them. You just say, well, I was part of that too. Shola will be hearing her name in all my courses that they have used me to do juju in this thing. Okay, so you copy the prompt from the document I'm going to give you by explaining. So your next prompt to ChatGPT is, ChatGPT, please write out the PowerPoint slides for module 1 of this course. I'm just going to do module 1 because doing all the 9 modules will be 2. I can't do that in 30 minutes. So, but the same way I do it for module 1 is how you're going to do it for module 2 all the way to module 9. And you want to separate it like that. So you're going to say, ChatGPT, please write out the PowerPoint slides. Presentation, PowerPoint slide. Sorry that I'm correct, because I'm doing this live. I've not even done it before for my own stuff. I just had to write it out. So I'm correcting some of the stuff I didn't notice now. So ChatGPT, please write out the presentation PowerPoint slides for module 1 of this course. What I may do better if I'm doing this on my own later is I may actually copy that module 1 that they gave me, this module 1 at the top. This module 1 right here. I will actually copy it and I'll tell it to write out the PowerPoint slides. Let me even just do it so you understand what I'm doing. This is module 1. Okay, I'm going to do that, which is probably going to give you almost the same thing. But for this course, using the module outline. Sorry. Sorry, I'm refining this. I think I like it better, so that way there is no room for error. You are telling ChatGPT now, write out the presentation PowerPoint slides for module 1 of this course that I can use in the creation of my course using the following module outline you created, or that we created, because you could have made some changes yourself, and then when you're posting it back, it might be a bit different from what it had given you, so that way it doesn't get confused. That using the following module outline we created, then I reposted my module outline for him or for it, so that there's no confusion about what is generating from it. So let me save that and use that as the in the document I'm going to give to you guys to go do your own, so that you I'm going to put it here. I'm pasting the stuff right here. Okay. So now we go back to ChatGPT. So you do that and you hit enter. Now you see PowerPoint slide number 1, PowerPoint slide number 2. It will write out what should be on your PowerPoint. Can see how your course is going to become a 4 or 5 hour course that people will be happy to pay you $1,000 for, $500 for, because there's going to be an amazing quality in here. So now you save it, you copy it. Actually, sorry, I'm using old school, but that's what I'm used to. You can actually click the button here at the bottom here. You click the button here, then it will copy what it just gave you. Then you go back to your document that you are using to get your course together, and then you right click and then you paste it there. Finish. As you can see right here, now we have slide 1, module 1, as you can see right here. Okay, so module 1 right here. Now you don't, of course, want to waste time editing this while you are going. Just paste the whole rough thing there. But if it will help you understand it better when you are done, you can then change the font. Me, I like to see my stuff in 14 fonts, so that way I'm not confused when I'm trying to use it later. But this part is not necessary. So when you are now, you go to the end of this document, then you hit insert and do page break again, so that module 2 can start on a separate page. Now we go back to this. Do we all understand how to do the PowerPoint slides for module 1 of our course now? Give me a 10 if I'm killing this thing right now. I told you I'm not modest. When I'm killing it, I know I'm killing it. I'm definitely killing it today. Yesterday, me and Eric, we didn't bring our A game, but today we are here for you people. All of us. Okay. That's it. You have your module 1 done. You go. Now we're still working on module 1. Remember, I said I was going to finish module 1. I'm going to give it another prompt. Let me go get that. The next prompt you are going to give ChatGPT is you want to write out the content of each module. See, he has given you the PowerPoint slides to go with the module. I'm going to show you how you are going to create the slides later. It's giving you the content that will be on each slide of your PowerPoint. Now, because you want ChatGPT to actually do most of the work, because it's your messenger that doesn't collect salary other than $10 a month that you are paying. In fact, the 4.0 is even free. So you have a supercharged assistant who doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't sleep. It doesn't fall sick. It doesn't have menstrual period. It doesn't have problem with the wife at home. It's just you and the person. So you say, you copy. You go back. His father does not die. The mother does not die. So it's at work every day. So the next slide you're going to give it is to write the content. Because the content is what you're going to read over your PowerPoint at the end of the day. That's really what those who create PowerPoint courses. I hope Shola is still here paying very close attention, because she doesn't want to believe me. She can do that in the context of this. And I'm saying it's the same thing. Now that you have your PowerPoint slides written out, you will now write the content. The content, when you are presenting, your audience doesn't see the content. You are the one reading the content over your PowerPoint. Unless you now know it off-head and you can just go like me, maybe I know what I'm teaching. I don't need to refer to notes, but typically most who do PowerPoint, who do courses online, they have the content written somewhere. You are looking at the PowerPoint, but they are really reading what they are giving you. Okay. So you say now write out the full content of my training delivery on module 1 of my course that I can use to present each of the slides you created in module 1 of the course. As you can see right now. I'm telling ChatGPT, be nice to it. It's doing a great job for you. Say, thank you, ChatGPT. Talk like you're talking to a human. The people say they will soon have intelligence. Let them have it. We'll still use them. They will still be my slave. I don't care what anybody says. Now we go type. They cannot type by themselves. So he said, thank you, ChatGPT. Now write out the full content of my training delivery on module 1 of my course that I can use to present each of the slides you created in module 1 of the course. See, it looks like tautology, but your description has got to be very clear. You have to explain to ChatGPT like he's 10 years old. If you are giving your 10-year-old instruction, the way you give your 25-year-old child is different. So you give the instruction as if you are giving to a 10-year-old. So that means you are going to be very specific what you want that child to do. Even if he's a genius, he's still a child. You have to explain clearly. I will divert a little bit and use my mother's example that I've given you guys before. While she was still alive and we were very young, if she has a best friend, they wear the same cloth, the same dress every day. It's called Mama Lambert. Mama Lambert lives in Pangrove. We live in Fadeyi, Bobisabe Street. So in the morning, they have to send message to each other to decide what they're going to wear that day. Because they wear the same cloth, they wear the same everything. They're like inseparable. And the day my mother would die, said she was there. They were in the car together. So that's how strong they are. So she would say, okay, Okpe, maybe I was just like 10 or 9. Then she would say, I want you to go to Pangrove. When you are going, you go to Bobisabe Street, you enter bus. Don't play with your friends on the road, though, because there's a bridge where they used to play soccer around that place. Don't play soccer with them. Go to Mama Lambert's house. Immediately you come down, don't play ball with them. Those guys in Pangrove, go straight to number 7 where Mama Lambert lives and then tell her this message. Or she'll write it or she'll give me sample of cloth. Oh, that is the cloth we are wearing today or whatever. And then once you get your answer back, enter bus again, come back home. Do not play on the road. Do not talk to Mama Sherry, the woman that used to sell rice and dodo that I like. Do not stop there. Come home. See, that's a very clear instruction. And 99% of the time, I follow instruction to the letter. But if she did not tell me not to play soccer, she just said, go to Mama Lambert's place. By the time I get to the front, I see Eziesh. That's my best friend then. My Eziesh, my soccer champion. And they're already playing. And they say, okay, come. Now maybe not they're super 11. I don't enter soccer with that. Before I know it, 3 hours don't pass. By the time I come back home, it's 4 p.m. Mama is already, Mama Lambert is already in our house. Me, I never go send message. So it sounds funny, but I like to give illustration to make sure you understand. ChatGPT is like that. If you are not specific enough, it can hallucinate easily. Remember, they are still working on it. It's not a perfect tool. Sometimes you give it instruction. What the answer is giving you does not even match. You have to look at your instruction again. Was it clear enough? And sometimes you even give it an example. For example, and then you post a sample of what you are looking for. Then you're going to get a perfect rendition. Again, I'm diverted to teach you a little bit about that to use ChatGPT better. It's called prompt engineering. That's really what prompt engineering is. The ability to get the best result from an AI tool. And that job now, if you Google a prompt engineering course, prompt engineering jobs, it starts at $140,000 to over $300,000 a year is what companies are paying just for this thing I'm telling you about. That you can go learn it yourself. There are plenty courses out there. A prompt engineering course. All you do is watch it. Of course, you're going to get the advanced version of what this I just explained. But that's what it really is. You master it, you can apply for any of those jobs, even by satellite. You don't need to come to America. That's just for you that are freelancers out there. Prompt engineering is the hottest job. But I digress, as usual. The next prompt you're going to give it, you're going to tell it to write the full content of your training because you are not the one working, is it? So you hit enter. Exactly. So now it's writing the content for you. This is what you are going to be saying over the PowerPoint slides. You can then choose, of course, to write more about it or to add to it or remove. Remember, you are responsible for your course, not ChatGPT. It is your course. So don't think that because ChatGPT gave it to you, that is what you must use. If it doesn't make sense, please, for God's sake, Do not use it. You are the one responsible. If you go and fumble, you are not going to say, ChatGPT told me. They don't know ChatGPT is the one that wrote course for you. They thought you are a very smart human being. So you are not going to tell them, Emma Binu, Okpeloni Lolo, ChatGPT. If you mention my name, I'm coming to your house. So you got to look at this thing well. But generally, it gives you an amazing, amazing, amazing content. So here, you click, see, it says end of module 1. Let's review it again. What it did was it went, following the prompt I just gave it. Here is the prompt. Let me read it again for you right here. The prompt says, thank you, ChatGPT. Now write out the full content of my training delivery of module 1 of my course that I can use to present each of the slides you created in module 1. This is the prompt I gave it. Then he answered, basically writing out what I'm supposed to say to each of those PowerPoints. Full content for the training delivery of module 1. He even gave you the heading. Then you copy again. I can't resist myself. This is what I like to do. Let me just copy by myself or copy here. Then you go back to your document. Remember your document that you are using to develop the content of your course right here. Your content outline. Now we're on the next page. So right here, then you hit right click and then you paste. Right there. That is the content for module 1. It's going to be plenty. By the time you are done, you might get over 100 or 200 pages. It's irrelevant. That is your course. You deliver that. See right here. Okay, I'm going to do this so that I don't miss it. You highlight and make that bold because that is a full content. So when you're looking for it, you are not lost. So this one goes with slide 1. This one goes with slide 2. This one goes with slide 3. Introduction to the course. Look at the instructor's note. I'm thrilled to welcome you to Mastering GPT for Multiple Streams of Income. Throughout this course, you are going to learn how to leverage ChatGPT to create multiple streams of income. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge and necessary tools to start and scale various businesses using ChatGPT. That is your voiceover for one slide. For this slide right here at the top, slide 3 that he gave you before. It's nothing complicated. Okay, right here, where is the slides? Okay, this slide 3 right here. As you can see, right here. You can see your slide says introduction to the course. And then, welcome to Mastering. This course will guide you to, this is all people who are watching your slides will see. This is what you will be saying. Are you seeing now? The joker here, the instructor's notes. Okay, if you got that, give me a 3. We're going somewhere. We're writing a course in case you are still confused. Cool. That's it for module 1. You have generated your content for module 1. Now the next step is to start creating your course. No gra-gra, no lele, all those ones. Now we are going to go to PowerPoint, because PowerPoint is what you are going to use to create the slides that he gave you. And then you read over it and you're good to go. So now we are going to go to PowerPoint. Your next step is, hold on, let me, this detail here may confuse you guys later. Let me not put that. Let me just limit it to the prompts. Okay. So now the prompt right now is not a prompt. What we are doing now is this step. Start creating your course. Simply go to PowerPoint and create your slides. Then put the full content of each slide in the notes section of the slide. And I'm going to do that for you right now. So here is step 4. You go to PowerPoint. This is my PowerPoint right here, the one I'm using, but we're going to start a whole new one. You create new, you click, go to PowerPoint. You click new. Your PowerPoint will give you options. Me, I've always been for the very simple PowerPoint slides. As you can see my slide, I don't like complication. My own is just read the thing and be good. Some people want to do a fizzy. It's good, but it's going to take a long time. And if your slide is too beautiful, it distracts from the training. Take that from a master trainer. Okay? You want the simplest type of presentation if you are doing a course training. You are not doing a promotion PowerPoint slide. You are doing a course training. You don't want people to be distracted from what you are talking about. You are going to have minimal graphics, and I'm going to show you how to do that with ChatGPT also. So I would typically pick a blank presentation. That is me. You can pick anyone you want. It does not matter. As long as you fit your content in there, you'll be good to go. But I pick blank presentation to make it easy for me to do what I need to do. And when you do that, if you have the registered version of PowerPoint, because many of you are using bootleg, so you may not have this one on the side. But typically, it will show you another way to arrange your slide. We are coming to that in a second. Now, let me do student check here. If you are still following me, I want you to give me a P. We are now in PowerPoint. If you understand what we are doing, give me a P. We have created slides, the slide content. We have created the content that will go on the slide. Now we need to create the PowerPoint slides to create our course. That's where we are. Then, so the first thing you do is you start the PowerPoint a document. Then you go back to your document. Remember, you have a document that you have saved where you have been putting the content of your course. This thing right here. Remember, as ChatGPT was giving it to you, you are copying it and you are putting it here. So we're going to start. I should have done, hold on a second here. Let me see if I can do a better house cleaning to make it easy for you guys. We started with that. I want to see if I copy the PowerPoint slides, if it will look different on my system. So that will be easier for you guys to do. What I did was I highlighted everything and copy, but this time I want to click it from the bottom. Okay, right, I want to copy from here. Let me see what that looks like on my system. So I want to get the PowerPoint. I'm going to copy the PowerPoint slides that ChatGPT recommended for me. Okay, it really didn't do better. It's the same thing, but it's okay. So now we have this. This is what you have on your document. This is slide number 1 that he gave you. We are trying to create the slides. Remember, you have told ChatGPT to give you the PowerPoint slides before. That was the second prompt you gave it. So now here is the content for the slide. Okay, so slide title is what you want to copy right here. You don't need to copy the slides that you put in the what is it called? Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so you guys can see it, or better still. Just a second here. I want to make sure you are following me. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to give it bigger font so that you can read it. Nothing drives me crazy more than watching a presentation where I cannot read what the presenter is doing. I'm just crazy like that. It's why I always tell my staff, I don't want to see anything less than 24 points in your PowerPoint. Your headline should be minimum 36 so that there is no story. Okay, right here, we are looking at the content for slide 1. Can everybody see that? If you can see it, again, give me a 7. If you can see it, okay, cool. So now I got enough. I think that is clear. So you copy from here. You don't copy the title part. You just copy this part. Because the title is like it's guiding you that this should be what should be the title of your PowerPoint. If you copy it, your PowerPoint is going to look a little bit, you have to work harder, which is fine. But you just copy that. This is my title. You right click and then you copy. Then you go to your PowerPoint that you're working on. See, your PowerPoint says click to add title. You want to add your title. Typically, I will tell you to keep source formatting. Is where I like to post my stuff. If I'm copying from somewhere, I want you to keep the format of where I'm copying from. But you can paste it with the destination team. It will take it. You can paste it with you just don't want to use picture when you are pasting, unless it's a picture. You can also do this. Keep text only if the thing doesn't have any stuff in there. It doesn't matter. The important thing is for you to post. Don't get caught up in the fizzy and which one. Just right click and paste. That's the title of your slide number 1. Now we go back to the document. Sorry, that was my prompt. I need to go. The document where you saved the stuff. Now the subtitle, module 1, Introduction to ChatGPT and the Digital Economy. That is the subtitle. You copy that, you go back to PowerPoint, and then you paste it there. Right now I'm using text only, okay? Right there. Module 1. If you like, you can then increase this. Now, if you want to be like me, and there's a reason, when people can't read your PowerPoint, they can't follow you. They're too busy trying to squeeze their eye and they're not listening. And your objective of doing a training is so that people can follow. So don't make them struggle to see what your PowerPoint is. Nothing is more irritating to me than to see somebody doing a PowerPoint presentation where you cannot even read what is on there. They are using 12 font, 14 font, which is stupid for a PowerPoint. You don't have to do it my way, but I'm teaching. I'm telling you, when you are doing a PowerPoint, you want to make it part of your stuff that under no circumstance should any font under your PowerPoint be less than 20. But typically you pick 24 for the regular text. Your headline should be like 36 to 40. Like this one, you can see right here. This one is even 60 that I put because the headline. This one here is 36. But depending on the font that you are using, the sizes could be varied. But just make sure your fonts are very big. Under no circumstances, not less than 20, so that people can read along with you as you are going. So we go back to our document. We are trying to put all the information that he gave us for slide number 1. As you can see right here, this is slide 1. This is all the information he says should be on slide 1. So now, instructor's name. Remember, it's giving you a guidance, but let me copy this so that we can use that as our, I'm going to change it on the PowerPoint. So I go in here, and then there's this there. Okay. By, of course, like I told you, you don't want to put all, you just want to put your name by Dr. Prebango. And then, if you like, you can put dates. I typically don't put dates on my PowerPoints, but there's nothing wrong in you putting dates, especially if you're addressing people live. But if you put dates in there, 3 years from now, it will not look like your presentation is old. Meanwhile, it might still be very, very current. And then you have to start doing it all over again. So don't, on my advice, don't put dates on your PowerPoint. Because once you deliver the course, that course is going to be sold for years. I'm still selling Launchify 360. I created it in 2017. That's 7 years ago. I'm still selling it for $997. So, and it works. So that is your first PowerPoint, first slide. You guys get that? We are not done yet, but so far, are you still feeling me here? Okay? The next thing you want to do, by the way, let me go back to that slide. Okay? Right here. Typically, for some reason, it didn't tell you about images. Now, we have finished slide 1. But if you decide that you want to have graphics on your slide, we are going to go back to ChatGPT. Okay, let's go back there. You are going to now do this. You copy the slide. Remember, I gave you slide 1. I'm going to look for it now. Slide 1. I will copy this slide. No, I will not copy instructor and name because you don't want that in there. You are going to do this. You right click, you copy. Then you are going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, please generate a matching and relevant graphic to accompany this slide. And then to accompany slide 1. I can do it like that without even giving it information. Let's see what it will do to make it easy. Please generate a matching and relevant graphic to accompany slide 1. You hit enter. Now this one is now magic happening because now ChatGPT is creating graphics for you. Since the Shola them don't just see since, even though I never talked about that, we might as well start talking about it now. Now it will create your graphic for you. It's generating the graphic that will accompany your first slide. As you can see right here, it's created the slide for you. If you see the slide, give me a 1 again.